What's up, man? It's your big brother K-Rino. I want to ask y'all a question, man. And I know a lot of y'all are not artists, but some of y'all are. And, even if you're not an artist, you're fans. I saw where this rapper, I ain't going to say his name, but I saw where this rapper had a show in Atlanta. And he canceled the show after only selling 85 tickets to the show. And so when he saw that the ticket sales were low like that, he just decided to go ahead on and cancel. And he basically said I don't know if people got school tomorrow or what. He said, but I'm good on that. Those was his words. I paraphrase a little bit. Um, the question I want to ask y'all is, what do y'all think about that? Because as an artist, you do shows and you travel different places, do shows, and promoters book you to come to certain venues and do shows and performances. And sometimes it goes really well, ticket sales and all that. And just being real, sometimes it don't. I know I can speak as an underground artist, whether we get booked for a show or whether we put the show together ourselves. Sometimes you put it together yourself. Even in different cities, we put shows together for ourselves, even in different cities. And sometimes it's like, man, yeah, that was really good. Other times it's like, well. But when you are the boss, that's part of the cost. But in this particular case, I think this brother may have a little buzz. He may have a little traction going for himself. And that particular night just didn't do well. Should he have still done the show? Because even though as an artist you may be disappointed about people not showing up, you still got to factor in the 85 people who did purchase a ticket that wanted to see you. So, as an artist, you can feel disappointment in that situation. You can even feel embarrassment in that situation. Like, man, ain't nobody even come see me. It's like throwing a birthday party for yourself and nobody shows up. Um, so there's different levels of emotion that the artist is feeling. But me personally, and I understand where you may be coming from, but me personally, I always take on the mindset of I can't worry about who ain't here. I got to give big love and appreciation to the people who did buy a ticket and come out. That's always been my view. So if I thought that I was going to get 500, but only 50 showed up, I still feel an obligation to those 50. Those 50 or 80 or 100, they don't become less valuable because of the others that didn't show up, the ghosts that didn't show up. If anything, they become more valuable because it's nothing that sustains an artist in the music industry. Listen to what I'm getting ready to tell y'all. The number one thing that sustains you as an artist in the music business is a loyal core audience. The people who were down with you when you had the hit record that sold 5 million, and the same people who was down with you in the very beginning when you was just coming up, the same people who were still down with you after all of the mainstream commercial hype buzz died out and all of the bandwagon people was gone, they were still with you. That's your core. Those are your lifers. Those are the ones that's going to be with you forever. Nobody is more important than that. So I would look at those 85 people as, you know what? Okay, they came. I'm obligated to still show up for them because when the news comes down that the show gets canceled, I say, why did it get canceled? Oh, it get canceled for low ticket sales. If the venue chooses to say, man, nah, I ain't gonna do it, or if the promoter says, no, I ain't gonna do it, okay, then maybe it's not in the artist's hands. But if the artist says, man, I ain't gonna perform for no 80-something people, man, I'm good on that. That's touchy right there. That's touchy. Because among those 85, or possibly all of those 85, could just be your diehards, man. And I know me as a fan, if I was coming up wanting to go see, the times I was young and went to see some of my favorite artists, it wouldn't have mattered to me who else wasn't there. If I walked into a show to see one of my favorite artists, and when I get in there, I'm like, boy, the show is empty in here. There ain't but 75, 80 people in here. I'm going to process that for about 2 seconds, and I'm going to say, oh, well, here's what it is. I'm coming to see my group tonight. It may give you, as a fan, better access. But the artist, understandably, let me say that, he understandably feels discouraged, feels kind of down about it. But one thing you got to look at, if that is the case, we have to say to ourselves, okay, well, what kind of work do I need to now start putting in to make sure I can get my numbers up to where I'm comfortable with my numbers? What do I have to do? Because, and I'm not saying he blamed anybody. I'm just saying what we can't do, we can't blame the audience. In some instances, we can blame the promoter, because maybe the promoter didn't get down. Maybe there was not a thorough checking of the market for that particular artist. I'm just throwing scenarios out there. Sometimes, man, I've seen this happen in Houston, where people will book an artist who nobody in the city even listens to this dude. So you'll see this big marquee, and you'll see these promoters that people that you know personally, like, they bringing him down here, and you don't knock nobody hustle. Hey, get your money, but then you find out later on, we didn't really get a good turnout. Yeah, well, you didn't get a good turnout because you booked an artist based on your personal liking or preference to him or her. You didn't book that artist as a businessman or woman to say, well, hold on, wait a minute. I don't even listen to this kind of music, but they calling for this person, and we gonna make a killing that night. See, that's how the club owners think they're trying to get money. That's how promoters think they're trying. They're like, man, some of these club owners, they like, man, I don't care who is he gonna fill my club up. I'm gonna make money at my door and at my bar. Okay, bring them. I don't care what. They could be on there with brooms just sweeping the floor, making sweeping sounds and rapping off the sweeping sign, and the people out there hollering and screaming. But I just think that it should always be an appreciation for those who show up. And we can't really penalize those who show up because of those who didn't. That's just my opinion. Alright, man, it's your big brother K-Rino. Y'all tell me what y'all think about this one, man. And one thing about your boy, if I say I'm coming, I'm coming. And if I get there and it ain't but 12 of y'all in there, I'm going to rock them 12 like it was 12,000. All right, man, I'll catch y'all later on. Peace.